Hey everybody, this is John from DroidDog.com. After several days with my Samsung Vibrant, I have to say that this phone has really won me over. Specifically TouchWiz 3.0, which I wasn't expecting much from, even after I started using it. It's got a lot of neat little features hidden throughout, and I think Samsung has done a great job of updating the Android UI, and they've also packed some neat apps in here as well. So I figured, why not make a video to take a look at those things that you might not be seeing elsewhere. Alright, let's get to it.
So the first thing I want to show you is something that one of our readers pointed out, and that is that if you swipe across the notification bar, you can change the brightness of your screen right there, which is really handy and practical and right in line with what Samsung has done. I guess you can't do it with the notification panel drop down. What they've done with these toggle buttons at the top of the notification drop down menu for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and silent mode. So, you know, they made a great decision there to include some of those features that were around before, along with this brightness adjustment right here. It makes some of the most commonly used features of settings readily available there. The next thing I want to look at is the music player, which is really sexy, I think. Start it off here. So you get these albums represented with a CD shape that reveals parts of their album covers. And if you hit the magnifying glass, you move in on the tracks. And I only have one from each album here. These are some Amazon MP3 download tracks that I synced with Double Twist. And if I go back into portrait mode, it automatically goes back to the album cover view. And I only have 3 on here. Oh, looks like it's only letting me go to 2 of them. Got 5.1 channel sound effects, but it only works in earphones. Volume right there, slick looking. Your jog shuffle. If you want to repeat one or all. List mode, here are the albums. Playlists, they have automatic lists, quick list, most played, recently played. Obviously you can update the quick list as you go. Here we can view the albums, and here we can view the artists, and if I had enough I could go through the alphabet right there on the right. And that the forward and back tracks only go within the current album, so you would be looping a particular album unless you had a playlist set up, of course. Of course, it remains in your notification drop down, but what's cool is that you have those controls right there. Click the album cover and you go back to this screen, now playing. So it's a functional, cool looking music player, and I think it's definitely better than what you find in the default Android installation. A couple of things that I think are cool features, or will be cool features, but are not yet available, is the Media Hub. This is something that I really want to try. Rent, buy, and download your favorite TV shows and movies on your Galaxy S, coming soon. I have no idea what this is going to look like, but that's one thing that I really wish they had gotten together before launch. Okay, so here's Mobi TV, which you can't watch over Wi-Fi. That kind of stinks, but hundreds of full episodes right here. So let's go to, okay, let's try CNBC.
Since the collapse in housing,
Mad Money.
Major know-it-all, the chief economist of HowYouDoIt.com, said the home sales numbers
This guy's
represent
a nut job.
downturn since the expiration of the tax credit for first-time home
But I guess
buyers.
that's the whole selling point, right?
And then you
But it looks pretty decent.
This number ensures that the glutton home
Tap it. We can go to on demand instead of live TV. You
dramatically lower prices for home
can hear it keeps playing in the background though. Let's go to comedy. And look at the interface, it's really slick.
to which I sake. I mean, can you believe this stuff? I mean, how
30
the heck
Rock.
did this happen? How can the economy
How about Saturday Night
take
Live?
strong housing numbers when it's so
I saw Colbert in there
incredibly
too, but
hard? Houses doing
I had
worse
already
than
tapped
they
SNL.
anticipate.
Let's see Betty White. So you can see they just have some top picks there. You can go back and forward buttons right there, information. Go back to this menu.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lawrence
I guess
Welch
that's
Tribute
output
to
on and off, I'm
Mother's
not
Day.
sure.
Coming up later, the marvelous Juggalettes. Wonderful. Now, before we continue with our Mother's Day show, I'd like to
So
say
it's
something
blocky,
to
it's
my
not perfect,
mother.
but you know, it's on-demand television, which is pretty cool. The phone also comes with Telenav GPS installed. It's acceptable. I wouldn't put it at the same level as Google Maps with navigation. So, you know, the phone has that as well. But I guess for people who like to have options and maybe aren't too fond of the way Google Maps navigation works, you have Telenav here. When you go to search, you can go just by your current location or all around the city, gas, banks, Wi-Fi, parking lots, hotels and motels, movie theater, car rentals, taxi, department stores. So it's pretty useful for people who are in a city they're not familiar with. Recent places, intersection, airports, favorites. Weather, record location, take a product tour. I'm not doing an in-depth review here of Telenav, but for those of you who have. Alright, so I had to cut out my location there, but just to give you an idea of, let's see here.
Cannot get GPS signal
Well,
in this
there
area.
you go. Quick look at the dialer. Control, in-call controls here on the drop-down notification menu. Again, just one of the great implementations of control in the notifications bar in TouchWiz 3.0. Samsung has really exploited that notification bar for all it's worth, and
Checking route for traffic.
they've done a great job this time around. Last thing I'm going to show you here today is that the avatar icon that you see on these phones is not for the game, but for the full movie. And as you can see, that looks pretty great.
When I was lying there in the VA hospital, with a big hole blown through the middle of my life, I started having these dreams of flying. I was free. Sooner or later, though, you always have to wake up.
Alright, thanks for watching everybody. Stay tuned to droiddog.com. Take care.